What's up, Pete? Sorry that we're running a little late, but I got caught outside by cameras and people are asking me if I actually running for president. So, it took me time to get took me time to get into my house, man, and so we got delayed by that. But I apologize to you for that. We both apologize, but sometimes you can't stop the news people from bombarding you when you don't want to be
How
attacked.
is that, man? I saw that. I saw that on the news, man.
Yeah, that was me. That was all me.
That was you, huh?
Yeah. But see, what happened is that I just realized that I've had a felony all this time, and I know I couldn't vote, but shit, now I can run for president. So I'm just trying to figure out if I should do it or not. And I got a bunch of followings. I know I can reach some people with my lingo and try to see if we can change this country because I think we need some new meat in there anyway. So why not a brother? That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
Hey, I just realized that when we were talking about it, you only need 3 qualifications. I don't remember all 3, but I know it's one, you got to be a citizen.
Yeah.
2, your age. We got to be over a certain age, and I forgot what the 3rd one was, but it has nothing to do with being a criminal. I even Googled it, and also they had some people that have ran prior to this. They never won anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had, I think, 3 or 4. I think the first one was in 1920. It was the first guy that ran, and he had that prison time and had felonies, and he ran.
Well, you better be careful what you say, man. Somebody's fact checking you right now, and they're gonna come back at you. So you better got it right. You better have it right.
They have had some people that run that have had felonies.
Yeah, man. Well, this is how I feel about all that, people. I think some of it's bullshit, and I think some of it's real shit. I ain't mad at a brother from trying to hide from buying pussy. I'm not mad at that. I am not mad at a brother trying to hide from buying pussy, but for those who have to buy pussy. But just, all the other stuff that's going down, I think it's all questionable. I don't know. I mean, you know what I mean? It's you listen to one side, the one side says this, you listen to the other side says this, and they both have their reasonings, and whatever side you're on, you just kind of fall into that shit because it sounds real, it sounds good, and that's what we do. You either become a follower or a leader, and if you're a follower, then you're gonna go to the one who's leading you in a sense, and if you're a leader, you're gonna figure it out on your own and make sure you're doing the right thing, saying the right thing, and making it very clear, and that people can understand what you're talking about and make their decisions. But I've had a couple people ask me how I was going to vote now that I'm in Texas. And I once heard this lady say last year, or was it 4 years ago, I guess, is that I'm going to vote with my conscience. I ain't going to tell you shit. I'm going to vote with my conscience. And I'm the only one standing behind that box. I don't need to stand in the cheerleader booth and go, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm a whomever, I'm independent. I don't need to share that. Just because I like you doesn't mean I'm going to let you eat at my table. So I'm not going to tell you everything I do, but it is what it is. And so how do you feel about all this out there in the world in general?
Man, and I'm not a person that really, when the politics stuff come out there, I try to leave that alone because I've seen how people get so entangled into it, man. Let's make it their life, and it's not. I mean, it affects what we do every day and everything as far as hierarchy, governors, presidents, stuff like that. But I don't take it to that limit. I read, I look, and see what's going on. Just like you said, man, I vote with my conscience. I vote with I vote for the person I feel that's right. When the higher you get into politics, man, and people can disagree with me, whatever. Everybody has their opinion, just like you and me. When you get to that level, you've done some criminal activity, illegal, caught or not
done
caught.
Something.
Caught or not caught.
Unless you're an Obama.
You know what I'm saying? So, in order to get to that spot, you have to do something. I mean, if you make promises to people, you're accepting money from people and saying, hey, I'm going to do this if I win or whatever, for your support. So when it comes down to certain things, man, I just look at it and see what's best. What's best for me. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna unfriend you unless you're putting stuff on my page and it's just totally crazy. But like I said, it's people that I know right now, man, know and love, man. I'm not gonna stop loving you if you're a genuine person. If that's who you want to vote for, that's who you want to vote for. And that's how I look at it, man. And a lot of people don't, they're like, hey, if you don't vote for this person, I ain't liking you no more. The word don't work.
You wasn't my friend. You wasn't my friend anyways. Because I have a different opinion than you. You're not my friend anyway. So, I tell some people this is that if you want to think about someone giving you something to do something or to perform or whatever, it's been going on in college forever. It's been going on in college forever. And whether it was $200 or $1,000, now it's hundreds and thousands of dollars.
I was living in this day and age, man. If I can take it back, I'll be, we'll be doing this podcast tonight.
So it's always out there. People just, I think 1 year later, people want to see you being totally purified from being a preacher to whatever. No, that's just not how it's going to be. Everybody who is leading in some form or fashion, I should say, just have a little bit more knowledge on what you're trying to learn. And then they can share it with you. People who are leading our country in general, that's like Commander-in-Chief. He's, of course, our president is controlling the military. And then there's everybody else involved with everything else. Yeah. I mean, of course, our president make rules and draw up laws and stuff like that and send them out to make the country change. But the change also has to go through House or Senate. Everybody else is involved. So it's not like one person making a call.
Making all the decisions.
Right. So I just look at it's like a head coach. If the head coach look bad, they think the whole team is bad. You know what I mean? It's just what it is, man. So it is what it is, people out there. I'm in Texas. I don't wear any colors. I'm not in the gang. I'm not in a cult. So I'm not wearing red. I'm wearing a little blue today, but that's not what it's all about. That's not what it's all about. But so it is what it is. So what I tell you people out there is, man, don't be out there fucking up the city. Don't be out there tearing shit up because of whatever goes down. No one's winning from that. You're not getting your point across. It just shows that you're angry. And if you're angry, nothing ever is going to happen because you're not thinking properly. So just accept it. I've been hearing all this stuff about people on the Democratic side or the Republican side. They're all saying how they're willing to accept, the outcome of this time. So if that's the case, put your hands in your pocket and just wait to see what's going to happen. And then you can raise your hands if you win, or you can keep them in your pocket if you lose, whatever.
Hey, I just tell people, hey, if you want to make a change, man, get your ass out there and vote. You got to
do something.
Do something about it.
You got to do something.
Do it. And then, hey, and if you don't win, like you said, man, stick your hands in your pockets, man, do it for 4 years. And, hey, try to make some changes within that next 4. And when it comes up again, do it that way. We've been around a long time. We've seen a lot of different, I've seen a lot of different stuff come into fruition, come and go. But, man, this is, this is something, man, that has never taken place in the United States. And, people, it's just a different time because it's more so much with, we had this social media, just like a platform we're on right now, man. Yeah. So much of that. Yeah. Everybody has an opinion. And then when you get 10 million opinions, and now you got people grouping and everything. Well, before you didn't have that, you just had, you just had your major papers. People read them, and they went from there. All the rigmarole, you didn't hear it. People didn't have no platform to say, hey, I don't like so-and-so. We're going to do this to that. It wasn't none of that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what's changing. And, like I said, people, hey, whoever you vote for, if you're my friend, we're going to stay friends. Yeah. If you're really my friend, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what your politics are, because that's your right. That's you have the right to vote.
Do whatever the hell you want. Do whatever the hell you want.
I'm not going to just say, hey, you know what, Robert? don't be voting for that one guy, another guy, or who's in there
Yeah,
now. Because hey, we ain't podcasting no more. We're gonna
right.
podcast till the wheels fall off, homie.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I'm not tripping on none of that stuff. And I just, like I said, my biggest thing, if I say I'm praying about something, is that people just kind of let go to hate and try to be more aware of your surroundings in general and don't get caught up in the bullshit. So that's our talk on me having a felon. I really don't, but I do like the title. And just thought I would bring that out first just to kind of share with you guys something a little bit different and our open opinions. Very little knowledge about it all besides listening just like everybody else. I tell people all the time, I go, it's like watching NFL countdown when you got all of the guys on stage saying what's going to happen, and then that team go and get their ass kicked. It's just people commenting to kind of bring your interest and to keep you caught up in the world today. So get what you can out of it. It's like going to church. Get what you can out of it, and the rest of it you just kind of walk away from and go, now I know what I can use from it.
And
that's all.
All you can do.
Yeah.
That's all you can do. So what else we got going on?
I don't know, man. Let's talk a little bit about some. You said you got some people reached out about overtraining, undertraining,
overtraining.
Yeah.
So we touched on this subject kind of a while back, but we didn't really hit on it. So overtraining. People are like, "Hey, why do some coaches say if you're working a body part, you do too many reps, you do too many sets, or you're working out too many days? They say you're overtraining." They asked me, do you believe in overtraining? Is this a such thing? Is it a myth? Or is it because everybody doesn't believe in it? Some people do. Some people say that. What do you think overtraining is? Or is it something that we can say it is? Or what's your opinion on it? I'm just asking you because that's the one we got.
I don't believe in overtraining. I don't think people in general train hard enough to overtrain. Now that the phones are in their hands and everything that's happening, the rest periods are like 5 to 10 minutes. Are they shooting videos, shooting the shit, doing stuff like that? So I don't think they actually get the point of overtraining. What I will say on that is this, is that a muscle group can only truly handle, like if you're doing 4 exercises, do 3 sets of each, 10 to 12 reps, that's enough for the body to respond properly. If you're not a big steroid user, that's going to be way over amount that you need to do anyways. To answer your question for as being more directed overtraining, for example, if you wake up in the morning and you do chest, the next day you do chest, the next day you do chest, I'm going to tell you, dude, you're overtraining that muscle group. It's never going to grow because you keep breaking it down. We all need 48 hours in between to have a proper recovery. So 48 hours in between hitting the body part as hard as you want, so be it. So if you went 10 sets, whatever the case may be, but you had that 48-hour rest period, then you're not overtraining. But if you do it daily and that's all you do, then you're probably overtraining that muscle group. I would say most people undertrain. I think that should be the hot topic in general, is that people undertrain. They just there all day doing nothing. And are doing something, but yet not leading to nothing. There's no growth behind it because they're training improperly and doing the same exercises every time they walk into the gym, never changing angles of the muscle group, and they're not eating properly when they leave the gym. So it's all of those things that come into play. But back to the bottom line of the question is that, yeah, you can overtrain if you're doing the body part every day, but if you're resting in between, you can't overtrain.
And to go in with that, I do agree with you, and I think that when people say, "Oh, they're overtraining," I look at it more like this. I'm like, you can work out every day. You can do certain things. I mean, some people are different. You look at I'll just say a basketball player. If I go in the gym, I do my practice, and then after practice, I shoot 1,000 shots every day. But if I'm not getting 8 to 10 hours of rest, then my body becomes fatigued. And I think that would be overtraining to me, and my sense would be overtraining would be because I'm not resting my body, like you're saying, to give it time to, to heal and everything in that aspect. That's how I look at it more so because, when we play sports, our repetitions was the same thing every day, every day, every day. But the key to the guys that made it, we got rest. We didn't go party, hang out at night and all that other stuff.
Sure.
We let our bodies rest. We let our bodies heal. And then when we had certain little things come up, we took time off to get it to heal. Where I think some people, some coaches, they look at, well, he did five sets of 20. That's too much. Well, it depends on that person. If it's 5 sets of 20 that day, say I'm just blowing out chest once a week. That's it.
It's fine.
That's fine. So when, people have different opinions on it. I just think when your body's fatigued, that's when it could be overtraining because whatever you're doing, because you're not resting your body. So when you start, when we've talked about rest before, and the thing is, a lot of people don't do it. They start doing it. They think, well, if I'm going to the gym every day, then you're going to have to rest. Your body's going to have to rest and recover. And if you're not getting 6 to 8 hours to 8 hours a night, your body's it's not going to ever be in a healing process so you can grow. So that's what I kind of take from it. I think I added a little bit to what yours, but truly, like what you said, man, I totally agree with that. And you'll hear different things because I remember people would talk about CT Fletcher. You're overtraining. And he's like, fuck overtraining. I'm not, how am I overtraining? I'm just, I'm doing this, I'm doing that or whatever. So that's how I look at overtraining. And that was one of the questions. The other question we got was, I hear people all the time comparing themselves to other people in the gym on the fitness journey.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Rob. I know you got. Go ahead, baby. Right now.
So here's the deal with that. I think people realize that there's only a few people in the world who are twins, that are identical twins. And if you're not an identical twin, you're not going to look like the other person that you see. Everybody has a different DNA, a different bone structure, different makeup, different genetics. All those things take place in who you are. So when someone approached me and go, hey man, I want to look like you, I go, man, I don't know how the hell you're gonna look like me. I just don't. First of all, I'm black and you're white, number one, or you're lighter of skin color, but yet you're still black. But I don't get how we're gonna look alike. I go, but if you figure that out, I want to know because you and I about to get rich, bro. So we can figure it out. But and then I think most people realize what they say once they ask the question. They go, no man, I want to look like you. How long is it gonna take? I go, well, I've been doing this for like 42 years, and this is as far as I got, and I'm pretty consistent. So you just started like 3 months ago, so you got a long road to go, and just be patient with it, and you're gonna grow. Well, I see my friends, he was only been training for 3 months. I go, yeah, he'll be dead in 10. So you have to trust. He's doing some serious shit to get a competitive bodybuilder lifestyle and say, I've only been training for 5-10 months. They've done some crazy stuff. So all due respect to the brothers out there and sisters who are doing it to get where they got to get. Most of those people are under control guidance to do what they do. But 9 out of 9, I would say 5 out of 10 is not. And they just injecting because of something they read. And then they have a tendency to be gone in about 10 to 15 years. If you guys are curious about it, look back at the bodybuilding world. See how many brothers and sisters have went past age 35 and that didn't make it past 35. So it's all those things that are out there. So I would say, no, you're never going to look like the person you're seeing. You just want to kind of have a similar physique. How do I grow? How do I get big? How do I? You can use all those, and then you can say, that's a better question, but you don't say I want to look like that person. I want to get those big biceps because genetically you may have small arms. I mean, look at the guys, Mike, who does fucking 600 pounds squatting and their legs look like fucking pencil. You know what I mean? But that muscle, mind muscle connection thing, joints, muscle length, all those things takes place, and they can just pound that weight. So if that was the case, man, I've been in the gym so many times going, how in the fuck can he lift all that weight? So, I would lose, I know, right? I would lose my brain because I could never lift that. But I look at their legs, I look at my legs, and I'm like, I'm like doing half of that weight, but I got better legs than that person. So I'm going to be happy with this. So that's all. It's a genetic thing, man.
And the thing too, to add to that, when you have people saying, hey, how come I don't look like that? I'm like, just like you said, everybody's body type is different. And how you eat is going to be different. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
And I know you get this, from some of your clients too. They'll say, well, how come I'm not eating what Robert's eating? Well, because Robert's DNA is different than your DNA. Robert's on a different program than you. Everybody's on a different program. What you need to do is when you look in the mirror, be the best person you can be for you. Stick to your plan and get there. Now, you're gonna see people that may say, and you may say, hey, I want to be able to get my body a little bit leaner or whatever, but you're never gonna look like that other person. You just want to get in better shape. Just say, hey, you know what can I do to get in better shape? Because when you start comparing yourself and you start comparing meal plans, well, how come I got 4 meals and Robert's got 6 meals? Why is Robert taking this many grams of protein? Because we're different. Me and Robert's diet is totally different. I tell you that right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Totally different right now.
What I say about that is that you're right. But people, what Michael is saying to you is that in the world of bodybuilding, in the world of fitness, in the world of just transformation of your physique, all foods are the same. We're all eating the same type of foods. The amounts are just different. There is no substitute in that. And so we're all on different plans, but same choices of foods. There's like 5 things that you eat when you say, I want to be physically fit and I want to look good and I want to feel good. Right? Your meats consist of 4. Your veggies consist of as much as you want. Your carbs consist of certain ones that are, some vegetables are inflammatory to some people, not to others. Broccoli, cauliflower, all those things. Some people just, it gives them a bloat. So they can't eat those certain things. Some people eat rice and they get heartburns and they do all these different things. So you just got to figure out what different sources of food that your body can take. And then you move on from there. But Mike and I are on the same, what he was telling you, we're on the same plan, but different plan, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's just a different food to take.
And then, Robert might do 3 sets. I might do 4. I might do 2. I might do 2, and he might do 6.
Yeah.
It depends on, you can't compare, say, well, I look every time think about it. Every Sunday I get on there, I'm looking at Robert's shoulders. Damn, hey, I got to be like Robert and get it like his shoulders. No, I'm going to be like Mike. And, I'm going to do what I got to do because I know what it takes to get to what I need to do. He knows what it takes. And when you start comparing, you lose sight of what you have to do for yourself in order to get fit. And the goal is, like I said, 90% of us are not bodybuilding. We're here to live longer, be fit, be better shape, better mind, better spirit. And that's what you have to look at. Because when you start comparing, man, I hear that. I used to hear it all the time. A lot of people compare themselves to other people in the gym or other people that they're training with or whatever. You can't do it. It's you and be your best you every day. If you be your best you every day, you know what? That's gonna be that's gonna be your best outcome. But I mean, I knew that's why I started laughing when I said that, because I know you was gonna hit it on the head. But people always want to compare themselves to other people when in the fitness and stuff. It's different.
Ridiculous. It's
so different because everybody's DNA is different.
Yeah, it's just the immaturity of the mind when someone is excited to make a change. So they just go, I want to look like that. I want to get arms like that. I want legs like that. Yeah, that person is 5'8", weigh 240 pounds, and you're 6'3", and you weigh 180 pounds. So You just ain't gonna grab that look, man. Even if you was 6'3" and 240, the same weight, you're not gonna have that look.
Yeah, some people it's gonna look.
Yeah,
They carry it different. Like I said, your
absolutely.
DNA. You might carry your weight up top, where
Yeah.
somebody's carrying their weight at the lower part of their body. You know, it's like my son was telling me the other day. He said, "Dang, Dad, your torso, the top of your torso, my top of the torso is long, and your legs are long, and my legs are not long." I said, "Yeah,
Right.
everybody's DNA is different." He said, "Yeah," and he said that's what trips me out when I see boxers or different people or basketball players or whatever. You like look at them, they're like, "Dang, that dude, they're 6'11", but they're built totally different."
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's true. It is true, people. So I don't know. I would just tell everyone, man, that it is so important to create a plan, stick to your plan, put the right gas in your system so that you can run properly and get to the gym. I will always say consistency is the key. If you're consistent, you will make a change. If you find excuses, you won't make a change. If you decide that you don't want to let your friends down, you won't make a change, because if they're partying, you want to make a change. That ain't happening. This is where sacrifice come into play. And you got to realize I can hang with my friends, but I can't do some of the same stuff.
That's what
you know,
dedication. You gotta be dedicated. Like you said, when it's part of your lifestyle, you're gonna be like, hey, when they saying we gonna hang out till 4 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna be like this. Hey, enjoy yourself, because you know what? At 4 o'clock, you know where I'm gonna be. You know my party is in the morning, because I'm not gonna go to work. Or I want to get my workout in. I'll be at the gym. That's my party. And hey, bye.
Yeah, I'll hang out. I'll hang out with you till about 10 or 11. Then I'm going home, maybe. That's it. I ain't gonna say no to you all the time.
I'm in the bed.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. But other than that, man, I'm just hoping that the stuff that we're sharing with people, that you guys just take it and utilize it. It's what we talked about earlier. I mentioned you go to church, you hear some things that work for you, some things that you're not ready to implement yet. So take some of the things that Mike and I tell you and implement them where you think it's best for you. Even if you take one or two things, try it out, and then kind of move forward. We have always been open from the beginning, said this is a no holds barred. We keep waiting for people to just click on and talk, and we'll share. You may know something more than we do, and we can share with the audience who are watching. That's what it's all about. There's no shame in my game. I don't know everything, but I know a lot. So we can kind of go from there. But we can kind of go from there and share a lot of shit. But you guys first got to remember to subscribe. I'm happy to say that we have now had over, I was looking the other night, we have now had over 75 100 people who have looked at our stuff. So that's a big number for what me and Mike are sharing with you guys. We're not about a bunch of drama, but we're about a bunch of fun. So some people get large followings because they got drama going on. I don't kind of live that drama life. I don't. I will have fun with you guys on this, and Mike and I will tell our stories, but I ain't gonna sit here to gossip and say some shit that I don't really know about.
Exactly.
Besides being the president. Yeah. So share with your friends, guys, if you want to know some true shit. Mike, tell them what you think.
Hey, like you says, man, share this, subscribe and share it. If we just get you to share with one person, and I know a couple of people did reach out to me, and they took the link and they said, hey man, I've been sharing this on my Facebook, sharing it on my Instagram, and I do want to tell you though, Robert, I didn't try it myself, but I had several people on my Instagram said they're doing the meatballs. So the meatball thing, man, hey, people are listening, and they're like, hey, I even had my godson, he hit me up and say, hey man, I'm doing these meatballs because it's gonna help me with my meal plan.
Yeah.
So
absolutely. I had 10 in one setting today. I had 10 of them. So it's some good shit, people.
We'll put it out there, man. We'll get it out there, and hopefully, you guys start sharing it more. We'll be coming with different content. It won't be always fitness. We'll be, we'll have a little fun with it, like we did earlier today. Hey, you know what? We're two old guys, and we just want to have fun. Well, I'm a little older than Rob, but
yeah. He got me by 2 years, people.
We like to have fun. You know, we like to banter between each other, man, and we like to get information out there. Like I say every week, we want a healthier you as we age, as we grow older. We want everybody to be more healthier, more fit, more conscious of what they're doing. So hey, so you guys can be around for your grandkids, man. The grandkids is kids. That's the key.
Yeah.
That's all we looking at.
Tell them where you're at, Mike.
Big Darkness 59, and also House of Darkness Fitness on Instagram. What about you, Rob?
IG, the legend Robert Johnson, and right there, fit.robertjohnsontraining.com. It's where you can go and get some of the free stuff that Mike and I have talked about. There's menu plans, there's stuff that's there. Take advantage of it. I have noticed a great change in people who are taking that number and using this, I should say, this site and putting a number there and getting the free stuff. So appreciate that. Those of you who do go on and grab the free stuff, just give us a shout out here on our page here on our 60 Fit podcast, and just tell people that you get it, and then that way we can let people know what's going on. But other than that, tomorrow is back to the grind. Work day.
Back to the grind. Monday.
Back to the grind. You got it. Peace out, people.
Deuces.